We back. Another day, another dollar, another trade. Today, hold on, why did I close that? Double banger today. Double banger. We hit 2 dubs today. Let's quickly show the TradeZilla. So, very good day. It's one of those days, you hit a trade, make you start looking at life different. You hit a few wins, you start making some money. Not even making money. The money hasn't even hit my account. Everything in this video is eval, and I'm still like, sometimes you just gotta be happy, bro. You can realize when your emotions are like heightened, but it's like, bro, sometimes you just gotta sit back and be like, you know what? I am happy that I won, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Anyways, let me refresh this real quick, resync, so that you guys can see the updated P&L. For some reason, okay, yeah. For some reason, you can see here one of the accounts isn't populating. Right. Even if I reload it, let's see if it works. There we go. Now both accounts are updated. So 1600 on my Lucids right here. I also need to add my Apex on here, but I will do that after the video. I'm just gonna pull over the Trade Evade accounts right now so you can see this being. Let me open this up right here. This being the Lucids I just showed you, 800. There's 2 accounts here. They're both now at 1592. On this other one is also my second trade. I took it on one Apex account because since they had the 90% off, I stacked up on a bunch of accounts, and I'm trading them one at a time with higher risk to see if I can either pass them or blow them. So far, you can see this first one that populated got blown. The second one I passed, and the third one, which was the one I just took a trade on today, here to here, you'll see it later, made 1600 on it. Cool. So let's get into P&L. As you can see, going into market open, we were kind of just waiting. I wanted to sit and wait, especially and try to use this 4-hour as a condition, simply because ES at this time is looking extremely bullish. If we look here, ES came down. We made an SMT at London lows already from down here. ES did have this 1 hour above it, but didn't have a 4-hour unfilled until above Asia highs. So if ES is going to inverse this 1 hour, I'd be wanting to look more bullish, which looks like now it is. But NASDAQ is over here looking really bearish, while ES is looking more bullish. So off the open, I just wanted to wait. And if we rewind right to market open, what do we see? Market opens up. We instantly start dumping. We don't really give any chance to catch any kind of short on this initial leg. We do sweep out London lows, so we make a higher time frame SMT. I'm kind of waiting for us to do something special or show me something crazy. And then what do I see here? So we resweep this low. We take out this SMT from back here, right? Because we did have an SMT from these lows back here on ES over up to these lows on NASDAQ while they came down over here. And then NASDAQ took out London lows while ES didn't take out London lows. So we had this like kind of double SMT action. We needed more. I needed us to see us go into some sort of like inefficiency or some gap and react off of it, or react to some level of liquidity. So I had to wait for us to actually take out something for me to want to start to look for longs. So after taking out these hourly highs on NASDAQ, now I'm like, okay, what do we have above us? We have a 15 minute. So let me bring this back here. Come down, we come down. We come down. What do we put in above us? 15 minute right here. So we put in this 15-minute gap above us. Right at these highs. We sweep this low with an SMT at the lows from London lows. We also have another low time frame SMT here because NASDAQ takes out these lows to take out that liquidity while ES is making a higher low. Then we did have this 1 minute here, but I like to take the highest inversion. So on the 2 minute, there was one down here, but we reacted all the way up here with this 3 minute entry off of the 3 minute here. Unlock this, make it a little bigger. I got filled right about here. So I entered off this, got filled here, so a nice fill. Thank you. Stop at this 15 or TP at the 15-minute gap, stop at a 1-to-1. Pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. And as you can see from that 5-minute candle, kind of spoiled it. First minute we go down a little bit, but then right after that, we kind of just shoot right up. Pretty simple, textbook for me, especially after taking some sort of liquidity lower. We're looking for some sort of internal gap with some manipulation. We also had the 10 a.m. PO3. So if we rewind this, turn this on, you can see that we open up 10 a.m., generate liquidity lower, so really we open up 10 a.m., sweep out this liquidity, create an SMT for our manipulation, and then we distribute. Perfect. So delete this next trade. Why did I take it, right? Usually after one trade, I'm done. Usually I'm like, all right, no. So one trade, especially after making a good amount like this, ooh, where am I going? Especially after making 800 per account, 16 on the day is very good for me. Let me just take calm, chill out, whatever. But since I didn't take a trade on these anymore on this, because if I had taken this trade on this account, yeah, I would have passed it. But I want to kind of take it slower, focus on the setups I'm actually taking. So what did I do? I saw, at first I was not planning on taking a trade. But then what do I see? We are inside of this 15-minute gap. So let me do this right here. We retrace up into a 15-minute gap. ES, we're creating SMTs at the highs. Let me zoom out a little bit on ES so you guys can see this a little better. But if I go to the 15-minute over here and the 1 minute over here, you can see that ES is now above all of these highs over here. So ES pushes above all of these highs and pushes back up into this 1 hour gap, while NASDAQ is pushing into a 15-minute gap, which is a little bit closer, generating this liquidity. Again, what do we have? The same PO3. So ES, or not ES, but 1015 opens up here. We generate liquidity higher. Does 1030, let me see, does 1030 open up before I enter? 1030 opens up pretty much when I enter, but the reason why that's not a big deal for me here is because I was targeting this 5-minute internal gap. So I expected, hey, we are inside a 15-minute gap. We're creating SMTs at all the highs. ES is in a 1 hour gap. If we are going to manipulate higher, we are going to push lower first into this gap. And if we are going to manipulate lower, we're going to push higher. Or if we're going to manipulate lower from this area, then we're just going to push straight down instead of going up. Because we would already have everything we need to push us down, especially with all of this low resistance here leading up to this 5-minute gap. But what do I see then? If I go back and zoom into the 1 minute here, you can see that at this time, ES also had the same 5-minute gap right down here. When I entered, we already took out and touched into this SMT, or we touched into this 5-minute gap, creating an SMT from here up to here, right? So did I want to hold all the way down to this 5-minute gap? Yes, this is the initial trade plan. This is the idea. After seeing this SMT, after this first initial retracement, I started trailing my stop after we took out this one right here. And since I did take this on an Apex account where it's trailing drawdown, so as soon as you're at the highest point in your account balance, that drawdown is chasing you constantly. I really want to, on Apex, you really want to have something hit your TP. You don't want something like the way I trade where I like to set a lot of break evens and kind of let the trade run. I can't do that on Apex because, for example, say we have this low that we're targeting, this low that leads us up there, and then this is our inversion right here. Entry right here, stop at the high. Let's say TP is right here, and then this is going to be our break-even point right here. Right? But if the trade decides, let me just chop around a little bit, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to take out your break-even, right? Say I'm up 1,000 right here, since I'm trying to risk a lot, or since I'm trying to risk a lot for these Apex accounts. But I move my stop to break even at this point, right? And we go against me now. And we stop me out at break even, then what? So my balance is at 0. However, since I went $1,000 in profit, instead of my trailing drawdown being at like 2,500 or 2,000 or whatever it is, it would only be at 1,000 or 1,500. So it gives you that much less to be able to work with on your next trade. Because usually it doesn't matter if your trade's going to come up here and go into drawdown, but as soon as you come above, it's going to follow you. Your trailing stop is going to follow you. So you want to kind of minimize that as much as possible so you have as much room to work with on your next trade. But yes, I was really aiming to pass this account in one try. I was aiming to say, hey, if we come to this 5-minute gap, that account's going to be passed. Because you can pass them in one day on Apex. But the thing is that after seeing this SMT, we're up 1,500. Ooh, I don't really want to hold that. I really don't. I don't want to hold that because I've been getting fucked by SMTs recently. Like in the past week, 2 weeks, these SMTs at the lows or highs while I'm in profit have been tearing me to shreds. So I'm probably a little scared of them now. But I don't see anything wrong with being cautious. Me taking profits here because of the SMT makes perfect sense to me. And even though we carried lower this time, next time, I'm not going to count on it. But what I can say is I got that money in. So today we're making money. Tomorrow we're going to come to the market fresh. We're chilled out. I feel like today felt way easier. I felt clearer today. Maybe that's just because I won, and maybe because I'm not clouded by the negativity of losing. But I just feel like today, I don't know, this shit just got me feeling good. You know, you win a trade, you win 2 trades in a day, and you feel on top of the world. I feel like nothing can stop me. Nah, but real shit. I'm not trying to get in the habit of taking multiple trades a day, especially after a win. After a win, especially if it's more than 1 R, like maybe if you take a very small win, like something like the other day I had took a trade and then managed it badly and got stopped out early in profit, and then I took another trade after that. I feel like that's different than having a trade hit your TP, having a great trade on the day, 800, and then still wanting more from the market that day. So I think it's good to note that and just kind of say out loud to myself, hey, don't get in the habit of taking multiple trades in a day. It was simply because today the setup was really, really good. You took 1 trade, good. The second trade, the setup was good as well. So you took it. That's it. We're not looking for more trades. We just happen to take one. No, but I'm trolling. But, you know, sometimes you can troll a little when you win, but you got to lock in. Stay locked is the P&L in the month. We're going to stay locked in. I'm going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to see what tomorrow holds. Let's actually check the news for tomorrow while we're here. While I hit this outro, baby. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to definitely be back tomorrow. All of this news at 8:30. We have data from September. And then more red folder at 10 a.m. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be crazy. We also have PM and AM FOMC. So FOMC, somebody is at 10 a.m. And then there's member Barkin at 1:35. So tomorrow's going to be wicked. I might take back my risk a little bit just since I am up on the week. I might just take my risk down for tomorrow because I know it's going to be super volatile. But anyways, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Subscribe for more. Peace.